Hello everyone, George here, and as you can see, we are back again after a long break on F1 Clash. And in today's video, we are playing the opening round of the Champions Series, Part 1, featuring Vettel and Verstappen both getting a 10% buff as current and former champions in Formula One. By the way, I'm always checking on your messages over on Discord or on my other social media, and I do know that I'm not uploading regularly, and simply because, well, as you're about to see in this race, I am currently using interest in playing the game. We do have 86 million coins. I'm only playing Grand Prix events, not even trying to grind, not even trying to get coins to upgrade my cards. I'm just playing for, let's say, the content and nothing more. We have already played the first 6 races. Decent score, 198 points. With 2 races remaining, this should be a 100% qualifying done for tomorrow, 100% qualified after this. So let's carry on with the final 2 races. Next up, we do have Canada. It is a dry race, and we are currently using Vettel at level 5. And let me tell you this, if you can avoid using him, just go for it. Even with a 10% buff at level 5, Vettel is so bad at the game. He's still qualifying in P18 and P19. Sometimes if you like face a stronger rival, he's gonna qualify in P21. At level 5 with 10% buff, he's in P21. Wet races are a different story. He is good in qualifying sessions. He averages around, let's say, P14 to P16 in wet conditions. But other than that, just avoid using him. He's just so bad. So we got out qualified here, P15 and P18, the average qualifying session. And for this race, I know that I always recommend going for the overcut on Canada, but I'm always trying something different with my strategy every single week, trying to find the best possible strategy and the ultimate strategy to extract the maximum amount of points out of each race. So this race, I'm gonna be going for 3-5 with Vettel, and I'm staying with the normal strategy with Max, going for a 4-4, starting on softs, pit at the end of lap 4, and after that go for a new set of medium tires and then push to finish. So we do get a kind of a good start with Vettel. Max is always amazing, even at level 4. He's just super amazing. You can use him every single time. As for Vettel, it's all about luck, to be honest. Sometimes he gets a super clean start of the race. He picks up, let's say, around 5-6 positions. But on the long term and during the race, he's just not there. Like, you cannot rely on him. You have to rely on your own strategy just to get those points. Vettel isn't able to overtake, he isn't able to defend, and he doesn't even have a good tire management. He's only good in qualifying sessions when it comes to rain. Other than that, he's just awful. So we're gonna carry on. We are in a decent spot, and as you're about to see, Bottas is literally behind us. He is in P12, but the problem is AI cars do not do service when they go to pit, and even if they do, well, they have a very fast pit stop time. So probably Bottas, who is now behind us, he is gonna jump us inside the pit lane. He is going for 4 laps as well. So I'm gonna try and push Max a little bit. We're gonna try and create a little bit of a gap between us and him, and hopefully we're not stuck behind him. But I'm pretty much sure 90% of the time that he's gonna jump us inside the pit lane, which is always crazy. And we are currently in P9 inside the pit lane. Hopefully we do jump some cars. I don't have the fastest setup, but I do have, let's say, an average pit stop time setup. So Vettel did get, or he did jump some cars who are pitting, but yeah, Bottas is indeed in front of us. We are behind our rival, and he is in front of him, so he jumped us inside the pit lane, and there's literally no way to get past him now. So I believe Max is gonna be stuck behind Bottas for the remaining of this race. 3 laps remaining, and honestly, there's no way past him. The car in front of him, I believe, is on hard tires. It is on hard tires, so unless he overtakes the McLaren in front of him, who is Daniel Ricciardo, then we are stuck behind him. And we're gonna be finishing this race in P12 and P13 respectively. And that's it. I do have to conserve as well with Vettel, but 3-5 actually worked for Sebastian. He picked up around 7 to 8 positions, which is absolutely amazing and magnificent. But the strategy didn't pay off with Max. Probably I should have gone for 5-3 instead of 4-4 and pushed the entire 5th lap. So within the same race, you have to use 2 different strategies. So a 5-3 for Max will work, but it won't work with Vettel. So a 3-5 with the driver in the back, a 5-3 with the driver in front seems to be the perfect combination of strategies within the same race. And unless Bottas here gets a breakdown, that is over for us. And it seems like we are only finishing in P12 and P13 with Sebastian. So I believe this is around 25 points. This should be, that is 13, that is 12, yeah, that is 25 points. So on to the final race, and this is where the fun begins. So up until this point, everything was perfect, and I was trying to find a rival for race 8, which I did, and we got an easy race, let's say. We are facing someone with 120 points less when it comes to team score. It is around Abu Dhabi, which is one of my favorite races in this game. My rival didn't even swipe me, or he did, I'm not really sure about this, but qualifying was good, everything was perfect, and I was only thinking about what strategy I'm going to use. So P14, P17, and I remember last week we had Abu Dhabi, and I decided that next time I'm gonna use 5-3 on both of my drivers, so hard tires. But what I wasn't paying attention to is that the time at the bottom of the screen wasn't working, so I was still using boosts like normal. And let's start the race, and it is stuck on 30 seconds, and this is where I knew that, oh, here we go again. I literally got disconnected from the game before the race even started, and this is actually devastating because first of all, we didn't swipe. We had internet connection, which is absolutely crazy. And normally when your rival like swipes you before, like the timer can for some reason lag, and then we got this message right here. The game, you need constant internet, and then avoid switching between apps during races, which is absolutely crazy because we didn't do that. So I went in like to check again, can I race, and that's it. 8 races done, and yeah, only 3 points. instead of like minimum 35 around Abu Dhabi, because I master my strategy on that track. So yeah, 226 points. I do have internet connection. I'm refreshing instantly. Everything is normal. It's just the game servers. And this is exactly why I am losing interest in playing the game for the future. Things are getting worse and worse. These bugs and problems aren't being solved. And yeah, that is it. So this is pretty much the fastest video I've ever done, and it took me 8 minutes less to record this, so that's the only positive side about this. So yeah, hopefully we can get through with this disconnection. And yeah, this is gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow if we qualify. Until then, stay safe, take care, and peace.